So possibly the most frustrating thing about these headphones, the name, the Bose QC700, essentially the successor to the QC35s, which I've had for the last 2 years of my life. Do they live up to the name? Let's find out. So as a general synopsis around Bose headphones, they've never quite been the overall king as far as I'm concerned with audio quality, but they've definitely been the king in noise cancelling, and that's simply because of their background in aviation. They used to make headphones for use on planes to drown out engine noise for long flights, and all of that sort of research has trickled down into these consumer products that you can buy on the shelf in the shop right now for £350. So are these £350 cans worth it? Well, we'll check that out right now. Let's start with the looks. Now the problem Bose were facing with this is they had to make a better set of headphones than the already amazing QC35 Generation 2s, so they renamed it to the 700s and took a totally different swing at things. We've literally got a pair of QC35s right here that we can bring in and put them head to head. So every aspect is essentially upgraded. Let's start with charging. Micro USB on here, living in the past. USB-C here, we're in the 21st century. Now there's still this really strange sort of port that I've never actually really used. These headphones come with a cable. Actually the 700 don't, it's an optional extra where you can plug into here and then plug into an aeroplane or a 3.5mm phone or tablet if you don't want to rely on janky or Bluetooth. It's present here on the new headphones, but the cable isn't included in the box. Something I want to add is that's a bit of a disappointment. £350, they should throw in a cable. So next up, actually incorporated into the 700s are the buttons, or how you actually use this thing. There's no physical buttons on here except from the power on switch and a Bluetooth connection button. All of the controls on here are essentially done via this Bose logo. You swipe forward to skip track, you swipe back to go backward. It's pretty self-explanatory. You know what I'm going to say next. Volume up and volume down, tap to play and pause. Literally my grandma could do it. Whereas actually on these, thinking about it, using them over the last sort of 2 years, and you can see that they're absolutely battered, I never used the controls on these headphones except for the volume up and down because I could never really find the buttons, whereas on here, when I've been using them, it's super easy just to find that part of the Bose logo and swipe. This is definitely better, and you do feel like you're in the future as well. It's really kind of cool. So going back to the 35s, noise cancelling was always a strong point. They were the king up until now. 4 microphones can be found, 2 in each ear cup on the 35s, and they've gone up and doubled it with the 700s. There's 8 microphones, 4 on each ear cup in this case, to make for an even better noise cancelling experience. And we'll get onto what I think about that a little bit later. But next, design. Well, design is a preference thing. Take a look. No complaints whatsoever, and also adjustable, and I like how they adjust. It sort of builds into the design. Yeah, I'm happy with how these things look, but looks are subjective. And as you guys can see, the leather on these is absolutely, well it's taken a beating, and I think Bose have really seen this happen with their headphones and tried to mitigate that happening by installing some rubber instead, so hopefully this is going to be a little longer lasting. It feels like it will be as well. I don't feel like in a year's time this will have any damage because it is literally just rubber on the top as well. Interesting. However, the ear cups are still really soft touch leather, proper high quality. I mean, they are £350 at the end of the day. These do feel incredible to wear. Okay, so what else makes these different or worth the upgrade? Well, there's a couple of things that make the 700 stand out from the old 35s. And those go with the 2 buttons that are on here on each ear cup. One on the left cycles through 10 different stages of noise cancellation, and you can define 3 of those stages for quick access. And then with a long hold of this button, you'll actually let all of the outside world in, so you can have a conversation with somebody without actually taking your headphones off. It's really, really cool, and I found it especially useful when I was in the gym. And now the button on the right hand side, before you thought it couldn't get any better, just started playing music as soon as I put them on my head. That's pretty cool. The button on the right can do 3 different things, essentially. You can access your assistant on your phone, so if you have an iPhone, it'll access Siri, which is absolutely awesome, but I don't have it do that. I have it rerouted to Google, or you can do it to Alexa as well, so I can walk around my house with my Google Assistant essentially on my head, so I can hold the button and say, turn off the lights, and off the lights go. I can change my temperature, control my blinds, all from my headphones while I've got insane sounding audio at the same time. Like, these make me feel like I'm in the future, combined with all the swipe gestures on the side, USB-C, and also you've got to appreciate the matte black everything. Like, they just look phenomenal. I think you can kind of tell that I like them, but £350, come on, man. Like, these are cheaper now than these, and for quality to performance, diminishing return, these are better every day and night. But these, well, if you've got the cash to spend, then I'll buy these. That is essentially what I'm saying. But they are very expensive, but they are very, very good. But just very expensive. But with that being said, my name's been Alex. This has been TechFlow, and we'll catch you in the next one. Adios.